Welcome back to our true crime series. In today's episode, we delve into the chilling case of Brian Rodriguez Sigala, a man who found himself behind bars for the murder of Javier Rodriguez Ramirez. This tragic event unfolded after Ramirez reportedly refused to confess his sins. Join us as we uncover the details of this shocking crime and the subsequent legal proceedings. It was March 2021 when Sparks police received a distress call from an apartment on Sullivan Lane. Upon arrival, they discovered the lifeless body of Javier Rodriguez Ramirez, with a fatal gunshot wound to the chest. The crime scene was marked by a sense of unease and an air of mystery. Little did they know that this would be the beginning of a harrowing investigation. As investigators combed through the evidence, a motive began to emerge. It was alleged that Ramirez's refusal to confess his sins became the catalyst for his untimely demise. The exact nature of these sins remains unknown, shrouding the case in intrigue and speculation. What could have been so significant that it led to such a tragic outcome? Interviews with friends and acquaintances shed light on the tumultuous relationship between Brian Rodriguez Sigala and Javier Rodriguez Ramirez. Their connection had been marked by periods of intense passion and deep-seated conflicts. It was apparent that tensions had been building for years, and the refusal to confess sins seemed to be the breaking point. The trial that followed was a riveting spectacle, captivating the attention of the public and the media. The prosecution presented a compelling case, meticulously piecing together the events leading up to that fateful night. Witnesses testified to the history of heated arguments and strained interactions between Rodriguez Sigala and Ramirez, painting a picture of a volatile relationship on the edge. The defense, on the other hand, portrayed Brian Rodriguez Sigala as a troubled individual with a history of substance abuse and a volatile temper. They argued that the crime was the result of a momentary lapse in judgment, pleading for a lesser charge. However, the prosecution countered with evidence of Rodriguez Sigala's previous acts of violence, suggesting a pattern of aggression. After careful deliberation, the jury delivered their verdict. Brian Rodriguez Sigala was found guilty of first-degree murder. The courtroom was filled with a mix of relief and anguish as the judge pronounced the sentence, 70 years in prison. It was a moment of closure for Ramirez's loved ones, knowing that justice had been served. As we reflect on this tragic case, it's important to remember the victim, Javier Rodriguez Ramirez, a life cut short by senseless violence. His family and friends continue to mourn his loss and seek solace in their cherished memories of him. Our thoughts go out to them during this difficult time. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the case of Brian Rodriguez Sigala, a chilling tale of murder driven by a refusal to confess sins. True crime stories like these serve as a reminder of the complex and often devastating consequences that can arise from unresolved conflicts in the depths of human emotions.